DJI have developed a number of amazing camera stabilization models like the Ronin, Ronin M, Ronin 2, and now they bring us the Ronin S. Today in this video, we will be taking an in-depth look at the DJI Ronin S. The Ronin S is one of DJI's best camera stabilization systems yet. It compresses the technology of the more expensive Ronin M, a two-handed stabilization system, into a lightweight single grip model that makes usage more efficient. You may have seen other less expensive, similar devices. However, the Ronin S takes a further leap with technology in the industry due to a number of functionalities and features. It has a super quick setup time, it is more compact, and with the offset roll axis motor being lowered behind the camera, you can clearly see the camera display when filming. What is even more interesting and standing out from some of the other features it has to offer, the Ronin S will connect to a popular range of cameras, including brands like Panasonic, Sony, Canon and Nikon, allowing control over the built-in camera functionality, from remote focus and zoom to recording footage with the start and stop button. It has around a 12-hour battery life, and connectivity with the smartphone app allows you to configure custom controls, changing performance and motion speed. It has a 3.6 kilogram load capacity and a 3-axis motorized gimbal head. I have been using this device from the release date, and it is so much easier to use than the Ronin M, besides the extra features. With optimal torque control, the Ronin S can stabilize a shot when mounted to moving platforms at speeds of up to 75 kilometers per hour. Setting up this device is pretty straightforward and similar to other gimbals, although I did notice that DJI have taken away some of the pain when balancing a device on the gimbal by adding on clear white position scales on each of the adjustable bars for taking note of the perfect balancing positions. The setup and configuration process is mostly controlled through the smartphone application. Connecting the gimbal via Bluetooth will allow you to take the balance test, helping you to optimize the balance and reduce the amount of effort the device uses to keep the camera stabilized. There is an auto-tune function that constructs the motor behavior. This is built into the app. However, you can also hold the trigger and M button down together for around 5 seconds, and this will make the Ronin vibrate each of the movement axis to test the setup, ultimately making recalibration a quicker and easier process. The Ronin S comes in a lightweight grey polystyrene carry case, and that provides ample protection for all of the complementary components and is secured with a smart twist clasp. Inside the case, the product itself is divided into 3 separate pieces: the 3-axis gimbal head, a handle that contains the battery, and a handle extension that opens to form a tripod. These components join together rather quickly in a tool-free fashion. The head connects to the handle and is secured with a metal hold to keep it in place. The handle extension screws onto the base of the device. This mini tripod extension enables a further reach for the camera which is great for overhead or low to the ground filming, and this also provides a more comfortable hold for the gimbal. The Ronin itself is lightweight, but when you attach a camera and add on extras, the weight can cause physical stress for even the most experienced gimbal operators, and having the tripod extension to set the stabilizer down from time to time helps relieve this stress. The Ronin S is mostly made of metal, which makes it durable and robust. The handle and extension are covered in a rubber textured material for added grip, and some parts of the product, like the rubber covers on the ports, make this device more weather resistant. From the bottom up, the handle of the device is also the battery. There is a small 4-bar battery indicator on the lower left side of the grip. The charging port is positioned on the back of the device, just above the trigger. Although the battery is part of the handle, this device can only be charged through the main head when the battery is connected. Press and hold the trigger when the LED indicator blinks green. The camera's orientation is locked. Press the trigger twice to recenter the device, and press the trigger 3 times to quickly turn the gimbal 180 degrees so that the camera faces you. If you press the trigger 4 times and hold, this will start joystick calibration. Push and pull the joystick several times as far as it will go in all directions, then press the trigger 4 times and hold again to complete the calibration. On the front of the gimbal, below the joystick, is the M button. Press this once to scroll through the different user profiles. Hold down the M button to enter sports mode, changing the profile LED to yellow. This will allow you to capture fast-moving scenes. Next to the M button, we have the record button, and this is active when you connect a compatible camera to the device. Above the buttons is the joystick. Move the joystick left or right to control the movement of the pan axis, and up or down to control the movement of the tilt axis. The LED profile indicator is positioned just above the joystick, and this will show you which of the custom or default profile settings you're currently using. Round to the left we have the focus wheel, but you can move it to the right side of the grip or remove it altogether. The focus wheel is very effective and adjusts to very subtle tweaks that I have noticed when the focus peaking is enabled. To turn on the device, press the grip power button once to turn the battery on. Then press and hold the gimbal power button for several seconds, and then you should hear a beep. To quickly enter the underslung mode, press and hold the trigger and flip the device upside down. You can also double press the gimbal power button to pause the motors. Turn the Ronin S upside down and rotate the roll axis to make the camera face forward. Then press the power button twice again to unpause it. The Ronin S has unlimited movement on the pan axis, and this allows the user to perform a continuous 360-degree rotation. This is accessed easily in the Ronin app. Go to Configuration, Control Settings, Channels, remap CH3 to the roll axis, and set the first and second channels, CH1 and CH2, to NA. When you open the Ronin app, select Configuration, and here you will have access to the motor parameters. This allows you to tune the gimbal performance for all 3 axes. It is recommended to use the auto tune function, but if you would like to fine tune the gimbal, just select the Advanced Settings tab. Smooth Track will enable you to configure the Ronin S to react appropriately to your movement. There is a push pan toggle that can be great for practical gimbal orientation adjustment. In the control options, you can alter the responsiveness of the gimbal joystick, both the physical and virtual version. In the settings tab, you can change between the handheld and car mount mode, switch between the multiple user profiles you create, pause the motors, manually recenter the gimbal, and much more. One of the most useful features this camera stabilizer includes is the remote camera control. My overwhelming perception of this stabilizer is just how easy it is for a mediocre operator to get familiar with the device in a small amount of time. If you can put thought into the type of shot you're looking for and think about the movement or motion you will need, press record, the gimbal will take care of the rest. Due to the thoughtful design touches and spectacular performance, the Ronin S stands tall in its competitive niche. For those who are not accustomed to using stabilization systems just like this one, it can seem a little intimidating at first. But this will enable you to create professional movement and steady footage with very little experience. DJI have done an excellent job in balancing the complexity of the device for first-time users with simplified, out-of-the-box operation.